The Powertrain Perspective podcast is sponsored by TransStar Aftermarket Solutions.
Well, hello and welcome to Powertrain Perspectives. A session this time is going to be a little different than our normal session in that I've invited Alex Crissey, who is the editor of Transmission Digest, to join me, and we're going to discuss not only this video product, but another one that we're starting in January, and it'll be available to everyone in the transmission aftermarket. So good morning, Alex.
Hey, good morning. Thanks for having me on the show today.
You bet. And let me start by saying the editorial function that we have at Babcock's means to us collating and presenting stories of interest. And that's what Powertrain Perspective is supposed to be doing and is doing. Now, a true digest, as in Transmission Digest, is thought of as a collection of targeted articles that come from a number of different sources. So our interviews going forward will include discussions of the aftermarket business climate, new technologies in components, in manufacturing methods, and even in the delivery of products to the shops. We'll get to know industry executives, industry leaders, and we'll present their ideas and the practices that they're using to benefit the transmission aftermarket segment. Alex will be starting a new video production series in January called The Builder's Bench. And this is technical in nature. We'll let Alex explain it. Alex?
Yeah, sure. So The Builder's Bench, like you said, we're starting it beginning in January. And, while this series is more, industry-focused, industry leaders talking about, how they approach their business and that sort of thing, this one's going to be more technical. So we're going to be we have a video garage here at Babcock's that we're going to be filming from. And this series is basically for the professional transmission technician or builders or rebuilders. And you'll get the ins and outs of common and uncommon issues with transmissions that come through the shop. And so for this one, we've partnered with ATSG, and I'm going to be joined on the videos by ATSG's Reno Partapillo, and he's going to share tips for these issues, and all the issues that we're going to talk about are based on real calls that have come into the ATSG helpline. And topics for the first few episodes to kind of give you a basic idea of the kind of stuff we're talking about. We've got common incorrect gear ratios for the Ford 10R80. We've got issues with the 8L90 pump stator and 10R transmissions getting locked in place. And those are just a couple of the issues we'll talk about.
Well, let's talk about how we can get people subscribed to these videos, first of all, and then beyond that, where they'll exist on the internet after the initial subscription.
Yeah, sure. So if you want to get these videos in your inbox, we're going to be sending out emails every time they go out. And if you go to transmissiondigest.com/subscribe, you can sign up for that. And then as for where they'll live on the website, at the top of our website, transmissiondigest.com, there's a videos tab. And if you click on that, there will be a Builder's Bench dropdown.
Okay. And how often are we going to see these new tips coming out from the ATSG folks and you?
It'll be once a month.
Once a month. Well, all right. I think everyone should head over to transmissiondigest.com, click subscribe to our newsletters, and maybe the digital magazine, certainly the videos, and we'll see them a lot that way.
I think that people should do that too. We're going to be starting email newsletters about this series, Powertrain Perspective, as well. So you can do the same for that if you want to.
Well, Alex, I appreciate you joining me today. And we're kicking off some exciting new resources for the shops to use as we go forward into the new year.
Yeah, absolutely. Pleasure to be on the show.